Hello, this is Tola from Trifold Production with another Blender quick tip. And in this quick tip, I want to show you how you can add a vertice to your model in Blender. Any model actually. Usually with Blender, if you want to, you can add like a series or a set of loops or a set of vertices, let me say. And you do that in edit mode by pressing Tab with your model selected. And then you press Control R. And it brings up this yellow kind of outline, so to speak. For 2.8 and above is yellow, for 2.79 and below is orange, but it's the same thing, same difference. You just left click, and it gives you these sets of vertices for your model. But sometimes you don't want that, so let me backtrack, Control Z, Z again. Go back in edit mode and left click on any vertice in edit mode and press Alt D. And that brings up a vertice. And the good thing about this is that it doesn't pretty much mess up your model. Usually when you add a vertice to a model, a single vertice, it creates some kind of weird shading on your model. But with this, we go back into object mode by pressing Tab. It looks fine, which is pretty nice. And this works on any model in Blender, no matter how many vertices you have. Let's left click on Suzanne here, which has more vertices on her than the cube. Left click and drag with our hand icon there. And we're going to go into edit mode again by pressing Tab and click on any vertex again. Left click on that one, Alt D, and move it over. And it just does a really good job of just adding vertices to your models without you having to have any kind of weird issues. Now you have to be careful with this, so to speak. You don't want to like do a Alt D and then move it to some weird place like that. Now it's inside of Suzanne and it doesn't look right. But just, reasonably position the vertice where you would want it to be, and there you go. And it's just really, really unique the way Blender does this. And yeah. Go into edit object mode again by pressing Tab, and it still looks fine. So that's how you can add a single vertice, so to speak, to any model in Blender. And that's today's Blender quick tip. Once again, I hope this tutorial, this quick tip, was helpful for those of you who are watching. Once again, thank you guys for watching the tutorials, and hopefully it was helpful and give you some more insight into Blender. And thank you guys who have subscribed in the past, those of you who are subscribed now, those of you who are subscribed in the future. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right, adios. Hello, this is Tola from Trifold Production with another Blender quick tip. And in this quick tip, I'm going to show you how you can add a vertice to your model. This is important in the sense that sometimes you don't want to add a line of vertices, which would be Control R. Because if you want to add vertices to this cube, we're going to edit mode by pressing Tab. Press Control R, bring up the loop cut or a series of vertices. Left click and left click again to apply that loop cut.